And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. And I thought we'd do a weather update with all of the rain that we have had come through the area. And it has been a lot in the last hour that has come down. I did get a report on this. Let me show this. Now, if you ran up on this morning somewhere where there's a lot of water over the roadway, pass it along so we can let everyone else know. So far this morning, this is what I've gotten as we showed this. This is going to be on 23rd Avenue. About where 40th starts down to Magnolia Cemetery in that area. We're getting reports of water over the roadway. It's not the entire way, don't take me wrong, but in those low-lying areas as you come across there going down 23rd toward the hospitals in that area, some of the roadway does have standing water on it. Smaller vehicles would probably have trouble crossing through that. Your larger SUVs probably wouldn't, but be advised on that. And usually, I hadn't gotten any reports of it right now, usually down past Rush Hospital on 18th, that is known for holding water when a lot of water comes down. So we've had that. So if you've encountered some of that, let me know so we can pass it on to everyone else this morning. Now, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning for Sumter County out to our east in Alabama at this time. I believe it's until 10:30. We'll look at that in just a moment and give you all the details on that. That is severe thunderstorm warning until 11:30. I was an hour off on that. Looking at the clock wrong. It's 11 o'clock, so 30 minutes remaining on that. Let's look at radar so you can see what's happening here in Lauderdale County and also across that state line. It's a lot of water that has come down as we pull up radar right now. This is Lauderdale County where most are this afternoon as this rain comes down. A little bit of rain there in Jasper County making its way through here. As this comes out, it'll be a little bit of rain behind that. This is where our severe thunderstorm warning is on this, and let's just look at this of what we've been told here. Severe thunderstorm warning until 11:30. This includes Southeastern Greene, Southern Hale, and East Central Sumter County. A few moments ago, radar indicated a thunderstorm located near Tishabee or 9 miles northwest of Demopolis, moving east at 40 miles an hour. 60-mile-an-hour gust and quarter-size hail could be with this storm. So if you're in the locations of Demopolis, Greensboro, Forkland, these areas, be prepared for some rough weather headed your way. As we look at this timeline of the storm, it's going to be reaching Brassville Landing here in the next minute or two. It will reach Jackson and also Lakeland Landing, Millwood within 15 minutes, and Port Royal within 15 minutes. And these areas right through here. As we zoom in, here's Forkland, and this is the direction that it's going. So y'all are going to have some rough weather there as we look at this severe thunderstorm warning. Demopolis sitting right here on the river. Due north of there is where all of this bad weather is at this point. Greensboro over here. Here's Utah, Alabama. All of our friends that are watching from Utah, Alabama, a lot of water coming down on y'all. And the further south that you go toward Forkland, the heavier it's going to be. Epps, kind of passed over Epps at the moment, but Livingston, Alabama, and let's backtrack here all the way to Meridian. As we get to Livingston University or University of West Alabama, how you want to word that, it is a lot of rain coming down as we show locations here, right where the university sits, right there. Look at all this area. Just east of town, even heavier as we look at this Moortown, those areas right there. As we come down where the high school is here, Sumter Central High School there. A lot of rain there following 2059 as well. Now let's get into York. Look at this coming down from McElroy trucking all the way to York, Alabama. It is flooding right now. One of those times where you can hardly see the road. Getting mentions there from Tanya Davison, where it's storming in zero here in Lauderdale County. It is rough. Virgil, how are you this afternoon there? Just heavy. Now let's ease out of Cuba, and this is going to go down Highway 17 as we look at all of this through here. Cuba, I'm telling you, bad rain there. As we get into Lauderdale County, it's raining in several places. Real heavy on the eastern side, and now in the downtown area there, out by the airport in those areas. As we zoom in on this area here, it is rain up around Dalewood and around where the Ralph Morgan Rodeo is, but right there at that state line, as you look at this, here's Toomsuba here. Smith Road, as you get out here to where the Simmons Wright store is, that is heavy from there to that Bama state line. thick. We get down here to Alamucha. Look at that. Look at the rain coming down. As we step on out, now this is going to be Highway 19 South coming out of Meridian toward Wyandotte Motorsports Park. But right here at Southeast High School, just the same as it is in other areas in Lauderdale County, it is flooding. This is going to go back across where the Girl Scouts are, and even down to where Long Creek Ball Field is. All that area right through there. We've got just ton zero area out by the fire department there, pouring rain. And as you well know, if you travel those 2-lane roads back in there after you leave Causeyville, a car can slip and slide very easily. Be careful. I hadn't had any more reports of major wrecks this morning, but we certainly don't want any more there. Raining heavy in Vinville, Charlie Dennison said. So that's going to be right out there on 19 there. Heavy, heavy stuff right through there. Charlie will be about right there, if I'm not mistaken, on that line there. Not a drop in Snell, Melody says. Y'all are fortunate right now. Let's see. I was trying to see Long Creek, it's pouring. Donna White said it's pouring there. John Etheridge, heavy rain on Highway 496 also. And again, as I mentioned a little bit ago, if you've got this to where you've got standing water over a road that you're near, let us know. Now, as we get toward this downtown, after we get past the southeast area and come over here, let's work our way back from Stuckey Bridge. This is what's coming in out of Jasper County. We've got one little cell left there. When you get to Stuckey's Bridge and just due north of where Dunn's Falls is, up 59, up toward the split, all the way through there. It is heavy, heavy. This is going to be the jail out at Lost Gap. But out by the airport, where structural steel and all this is, where you get back in here where FedEx is, Plant Sweat. As you get on Valley Road, it is pouring. Now, this is going to stretch over eastward all the way to the hill here, where we've got the Evangel Temple there on Old Highway 45. If you come out of downtown Meridian on 22nd Avenue and go up the big hill and get to where the church is, it's raining there. Now, after you get on the other side, you'll get a break for a moment, but this is moving to the east, so this rain is going to follow you as you go across here. As we look across through downtown Meridian, the heavier rain from downtown Meridian is going to go past SMI, past the hospitals, and on up to pretty much North Hill Street. This is going to be Northcrest Baptist Church sitting here. This is the red light right here where Mr. Discount Drugs is, and this is going to go on across if you follow North Hill Street out here to Meridian, past Lamar School, straight on across out to Rainbow Lakes. This is going to be out at Russell Christian Academy. Heavy rain out to there. As you come back in there on 20, though, as we look at that first intersection as you come into Meridian, heavy. Here's Sam's. Pouring rain up there. If you happen to be watching in these areas and you were planning on going to your car, wait a few minutes. Let this pass over. It won't be here much longer. It'll be out of the way and you can go about your business. But we certainly don't want anyone to have a wreck in all of this. And we all know with speeds, when you come up, and the roads are really bad about holding those pockets of water. And if you're holding the steering wheel with one hand, it can take it away from you and cause you to slip and slide. You know what I mean on that. So keep that in mind as you make your travels and your plans there. Pleasant Hill area and all the way back here, close to the Clark County line. When you get into Clark County, it breaks up. It's going to be pretty much that Lauderdale line when you get past Clarkdale School. Now, let's back out and take a look at the entire state of what we've got here across Mississippi. Some scattered showers down around Hattiesburg. We're clear on the coast right now. Some fog now. That's going to stretch from New Orleans all the way to Fort Walton Beach to the Mississippi Gulf Coast across Mobile. And we are showing, as we go northward in the state here, in the Mississippi Delta, look at all this fog that is hovering from the Delta all the way into Memphis. Little Rock has it also. This is going to go on up to Jackson, Tennessee, in these areas. Right now, rain-free in Murfreesboro. As we go back and focus again here on this Alabama side, and again, as this rain moves out of Lauderdale County into Alabama, y'all are going to get wet once again. Let me turn this off where we can see exactly where our warnings are as we look at this. We still got right here, this is that severe thunderstorm warning until 11:30. Sumter County, y'all are involved in this. As you get up here near Pelham, just south of Birmingham, you got a flash flood warning that is still in effect and several thunderstorms that are across here. Now, as you get into Atlanta, Georgia, There's a lot of rain that's tackling them as well. Flash flood warnings there if you've got to go to Georgia for any reason today. And this right here, all of this lime green is an aerial flood watch, is what they're watching very closely. As you look at all of these blue dots, this is all of that bad weather that we had last night from the tornadoes that moved across Alabama. Mississippi was very fortunate last night not to get anything horrible, but we're getting that rain today. Again, I want to remind you, as we approach this coming up in the next couple of days, and let me go back here and pull this up. So, well, I can do it here. Let's do this. I think this is today. This is the severe weather as it makes its way on across here. This is Lauderdale County, the end of it. And it gets over here across Columbus, Georgia. It jumps to that number 2. Let's go down to day 3 here. Now, this is what is coming. This is going to be Saturday of severe weather. What is alarming about this is we had this storm that came through yesterday, as we all know. Temperatures pretty much stayed the same thing. We're still going to get close to 80 degrees today. This is not going to be the case come Saturday. We're going to have it's going to be hot air and cold air clashing. Now, does that mean that we're going to definitely get a tornado? No, it does not. It means that conditions could be favorable in our area, like we saw yesterday as they developed and went into Alabama. We want you to be weather-wise. If you do not own, and I don't have it in front of me, if you do not own a NOAA weather radio, buy one of those. It is worth its weight in gold. You can't depend upon sirens and things of that nature to be the only thing that warns you. You need something that grabs your attention to where you know bad weather is around. And usually the way the weather systems have gotten now, you have enough time to get a plan in. Things have changed over the last few years to where used to it was on top of you before you got the warning. Usually now we get enough time to where you can get somewhere. It's not always, but most of the time it is. And I'm just saying, take any preparation that you can to be prepared for what is coming on Saturday. Now let's zoom in on this and look at these lines of what we've got here. This is the line, the updated model. Originally, this went on down past Hattiesburg. But at this point on Saturday, Hattiesburg is going to be a level 1. The Meridian area, including most of Clark County, will be a level 2 storm area. As we look at this right here, Meridian, this is going to cover all the way back to Jackson, Mississippi, past Vicksburg, and go on over, follow I-20 to Shreveport, Louisiana. Then that's going to go north to northeasterly toward Texarkana, Little Rock, and then it will twist more to the east there and go up just above Clarksville, above Nashville, and go into Kentucky a little bit, and then come back down, following that Knoxville, Asheville line back into Georgia, taking in Atlanta, through Montgomery, and then back to Clark County. That is the circle there for the severe weather. Now, they have not upped any of that area to a level 3. It's a level 2. We'll watch this. We want you to be aware of what's coming on Saturday. And I know we started out talking about today, but while we're here, it does not hurt to talk about what can happen. And we're couple of days away from that, 3 days actually, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. As we watch this, temperatures are going to dive to about 25 on Sunday night. Make preparations for your pipes. Go ahead and get that done if you have not done winterize, because we really have not had a winter this year. Everything has been just hot. So what reason has there been to take care of things? So make sure you've got a few days in advance to make sure that your plants and everything are taken care of. Don't forget your pets. They also need to stay warm. That's coming up on Sunday night. Temperatures will be in nearly 80 on Saturday, and then it's going to dive back down there to that 48 being the high on Sunday. Now, I mentioned this a moment ago, NOAA Weather Radio. Let me just show you what it looks like. I found my picture that we've got here, and this is what they look like. They're inexpensive and well worth every dime that you pay for one of these to have in your home. You plug it in the wall, pull up the antenna, and it goes off. There are different models that you can order to where you can select each area, which county affects you. You can go as fancy as you want. You can go as low as you want, where to go off at any given time. But that's what you're looking for there for safety in your home. As always there, we want you to be helpful and be protected on that. I was looking at water standing in my front yard looking like a pond from all the rain. Miss Charlene Gaddy passed that along. No rain in Clarkdale community right now. It was north of there. Raining hard on 145. Stay safe, Greg Cheatham said. Russell, raining hard at Southeast High School. That it is out in that area there. Arlene Chew, a lot of street flooding in downtown by the hospital. That's down there by Rush as you go through there on 18th Avenue, I think is what you're referring to. As you get to that stop sign there and go forward toward the bridge down there, usually that has a lot. Avoid that area if you can. I've seen it make it up to the corridors in there. That's a lot. Heavy rain on Highway 496, Long Creek pouring in that area. Not a drop in Snell. Vinville, heavy rain. I think we're caught up on all of those comments there. Most of all, we've got, roughly 15 minutes remaining on that Sumter County severe thunderstorm warning. We want you to be safe. Most of all, that's what's important. We don't want any loss of life, and that includes wrecks, storms, any of that kind of stuff. We want you to be very, very careful and stay on top of this. Let me turn this storm off, and we'll show radar one more time, and then I'll let you get back to what you were doing. And it's now, as we look at these storms, we've got most of the heavy rain in Lauderdale County now on the east side of the county. Now, there's some due south there if you follow out past the Evangel Temple, but mostly now past downtown Meridian to the east. The heavier you go, the further east you go through York, heavy there at Livingston. And when you get right up here, this is where that severe thunderstorm warning is issued right now. This is near Forkland, Newbern, Greensboro, these areas right there. And that's going to be Millwood, Alabama, up amongst all of that. That severe thunderstorm warning, another 15 minutes remaining on that. So if you're traveling east, 59, any of those areas, you're going to get in some rain there. On 59, you'll get past the Utah exit. It will all be to the southeast of you. This is going to keep right on track and across there toward the Birmingham area, missing Tuscaloosa, just south of Birmingham in those areas. So. Again, we'll update should the weather turn bad. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us and being a part of this. I can't do it without you daily. Thank you so much, and we'll keep you updated with the very latest when it comes to weather or headlines or whatever has gone on. I did get reports from last night in the Meridian area on 40th Avenue, and I hadn't posted this yet, but a home was hit with some bullets last night. I don't know the extent of damage, but I do know that a home was hit, the 2800 block there of 40th Avenue. That's what happened. We'll be back with more updates as the day progresses to keep you up to date with the very latest in weather and headlines and all of that good stuff. Thanks much, and we'll see you soon.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by